So I wanted to see what. So it has been quite a while since the surgery.
Yes.
hmm So what has it been since then?
Simply put, pain. Pain on a good day is just barely able to tolerate it. On a bad day, it just takes what I have and sucks it down the drain.
How? I want to know everything from kind of like the that first week after the surgery.
Holy hell.
And then I want to know basically all the weird, because I saw on the chart that you were having weird things that you thought was just because of like side effects from the surgery. So I want to know everything up to this point. So
Okay.
go ahead.
I had a slip and fall on the ice in March of 2000. I had surgery the next day. It was what they call an open reduction internal fixation.
Okay.
I had a rod and screw put in.
I know that.
To
I
the
want
tip.
to know what those first few months, and then I want to know all the sensations, all the weirdness,
Okay.
and all that stuff.
The leg was turning white. When I mean white, I don't mean white as in the color. I mean white as in the snow. And then it would turn blue, and then I would get this. It would sweat. I would have these weird sensations up and down from my hip down to the calcaneus or the ankle area. I had no idea what the hell it was, and I needed answers. So I went to a doctor, and that doctor said that I had osteoarthritis, or just simple arthritis, from the surgery.
Now you said that when those colorations were happening, you thought it was because of the surgery.
I thought it was because of the surgery.
But you didn't know and that. Okay. So when did that first happen?
3 months after the surgery, I went back to the doctor, and the doctor said that it's strange, but he said, I think it's because of the surgery. I think it was because of the...
So I wanted to see what. So it has been quite a while since the surgery.
Yes.
So what has it been since then?
Simply put, pain. Pain on a good day is just barely able to tolerate it. On a bad day, it just takes what I have and sucks it down the drain.
How? I want to know everything from kind of like that first week after the surgery.
Holy hell.
And then I want to know basically all the weird, because I saw on the chart that you were having weird things that you thought was just because of like side effects from the surgery. So I want to know everything up to this point. So
Okay.
go ahead.
I had a slip and fall on the ice in March of 2000. I had surgery the next day. It was what they call an open reduction internal fixation.
Okay.
I had a rod and screw put in.
I know that.
To the
I
tip.
want to know what those first few months, and then I want to know all the sensations, all the weirdness,
Okay.
and all that stuff.
The
So
leg was turning white. When I mean white, I don't mean white as in the color. I mean white as in the snow. And then it would turn blue, and then I would get this. It would sweat. I would have these weird sensations up and down from my hip down to the calcaneus or the ankle area. I had no idea what the hell it was, and I needed answers. So I went to a doctor, and that doctor said that I had osteoarthritis, or just simple arthritis, from the surgery.
Now you said that when those discolorations were happening, you thought it was because of the surgery.
I thought it was because of the surgery.
But you didn't know and that okay. So when did that first happen?
3 months after the surgery, I went back to the doctor, and the doctor said that it's strange, but he said, I think it's because of the surgery. I think it was because of the area of the surgery. You may have, had an infection. I don't see, other than the redness, and you do have a lot of discoloration in it. Right now, we'll just keep you on the meds that I gave you and see if the pain reduces. Well, I didn't see him for the rest of the time until that was in 2000, and I saw the doctor in 2005 because the pain just so I was having the weird sensations got worse, the burning pain got worse, and I was having hair loss, which I couldn't believe that I had no idea what in the hell was going on.
Did they do any tests?
They did it at EMG.
Okay.
EMG is a muscle, okay, and nerve biopsy, not a biopsy, I'm sorry, nerve conduction test. And the test showed that I had several areas in my leg that weren't responding correctly. So they put me on another medication, and that didn't work. I was having such bad pain that I was at work, I was just bouncing off the walls in pain. Over-the-counter medication didn't work, so I went back to the doctor, and that didn't go so well. He put me on another medication, which was like taking a coffee cup full of water and throwing it on a forest fire. It did absolutely zero for anything that I was experiencing.
So the first weird thing was the discoloration.
Discoloration.
And then the hair, what was the next weird thing that was happening?
It was turning a cyanotic color, blue color, gray. I had no idea what was going on.
What part of your leg was doing that?
It was from the right around here down to the ankle. My foot, while I was walking, would fall asleep. That only happens when you constrict it. And I didn't know what was going on. I just wanted help. And once again, I was misdiagnosed. They said it possibly was an infection and gave me antibiotics and a drug that did nothing for me.
Okay, so it says in your chart, now before I give you a test that I want to do to see what the hell is wrong with you, because obviously I don't think it's arthritis. I don't think it's that. I don't think it's any of that. That same doctor called you that you were drug seeking.
DSB, drug seeking behavior, yes.
I can guarantee you we may have stalkers and killers in this town, but like I told a 22-year-old, we don't care what you do in your personal life. We don't care that you miss school. We don't care that you miss work. Our number one thing is to make sure that you get better. Okay?
Right.
There are addicts out there, but you can tell when someone's in pain. You know as much as anybody that you can tell when someone's in pain and someone's not.
Right.
You're obviously in pain. And to those people, fuck them. They can die, they shouldn't be doctors. Okay? If they got a car wreck, the last thing I would worry about is going to their funeral. Right? I have a stalker to worry about. My last worry about is you missing work. That's my last thing I should be worried about.
Right.
I'm worried about being killed. But my number one thing is my job, and that's making sure people get better. Okay.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to give you a test. They said that you had an EMG, and that the nerves weren't really working. I want to go and test that again, and I want to do some other tests as well. Do you have time?
Sure.
Okay. We'll go from there, and we'll see what we can do. All right?
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Tim, so I want to know how, from the last update that you were here,
It's getting worse.
which was 2 years ago.
Pain is getting worse. The symptoms are getting worse.
So that you got a new cane. So I can see that.
Yep. I got 3 legs now.
Yeah. So I want to know if those weird sensations are still happening.
Yes.
Is the discoloration still happening?
Yes.
Okay.
I have hair loss. I have.
You did tell me, and this is brand new because you did not bring this up the last time that I saw you. You said that when we were briefly talking that you're doing these pins and needles.
Yes. While I'm walking.
Explain that a little bit further.
It seems like I'm going along, and then all of a sudden, I will get these pins and needles effect in my right leg, and I'm just hobbling along. I'm not doing anything. I'm not constricting the, blood flow. I'm not doing anything like that. I'm just walking, trying to get from A to B, and it'll just fall asleep. I have no idea what the hell's going on. I have no idea that this could happen when somebody's actually moving along. And it's like I've been up for 15, 20 minutes, and then it'll just do that. And then I get this burning pain from my hip on down that is so bad that it's like it's on fire. But my wife will say it's almost like sleeping with a dead person because your leg is so cold. To me, it's hot. To me, it's like burning. It's like it's on fire.
Okay. We did some tests, and whoever said you had arthritis, they're blind. It is definitely not arthritis. I want to do one more test because what I think it is something. I'm not going to say what it is just yet. Because if it is this, we have a problem. A very bad problem. And I will say that the surgery may be a cause of it.
Made it worse?
Yeah. And
Didn't know that going in like that. But
yeah, so whatever was taken out caused something. I think I know what it is, but once this test is done,
what do you think it is?
I don't want to say just yet because I don't want to give you something like the other doctors gave you, and then you're wondering what the hell that is. So I want to make sure, because if it is 5 years of this, it's just the beginning.
Okay.
All right. So my suspicions were right. You have CRPS or RSD.
Okay.
Basically, it's a nerve disorder. And
A neuropathy?
yes. And the surgery is a big cause of it. It's a very big cause of it.
Okay.
Getting it taken out did a lot more damage than just keeping you in. And basically, the last 8 years is just the beginning. Basically, it's like having something where you can't take it away until medicine catches up. The best that we could do is kind of like mask it. Kind of like put it away, and then every few hours it kind of comes back. But it is 2008, and probably 10 years from now there will be probably something else. And then 10 years from there it will probably be something else. And hopefully at some point, but there is no cure. There is no cure at all. So, it's been 3 years since the last time I saw you. I want to know everything that has happened in the last 3 years.
The pain has gotten worse. The symptoms have gotten twice as bad. I can't eat. I can't sleep. Not that it looks like it. But I get sick from the pain. I miss work. And I'm a jerk.
Are you a jerk because of the pain?
Yes. The pain is undescribable.
What is your normal? Like every single minute of the day, what is your normal on the pain scale?
My pain scale is at its lowest 4 or 5. At its highest, it's about a 12. And
When you're at your worst, what does it feel like?
it's nauseating. It sucks everything I have down the drain. And not that I care, but people don't understand that. They don't understand how a body does not go back to its normal state. You stub your toe, the pain stops.
Unless you jack handles.
Yeah, there you go. But every day I hurt. Every day I limp into work, I hurt. But I don't give up. I don't stop. I just do it. Being misdiagnosed for the last years, I have no idea why in the hell I wasn't diagnosed properly. First they said it was an infection. Gave me antibiotics that didn't work. And they gave me a drug that, like I said, you pour a coffee cup full of water on a damn forest fire, it doesn't work. Then I was told that it was arthritis. It's not arthritis. Then I was told that it wasn't all those. It was RSD. Neuropathy in my leg. I'm not blaming anybody, I just don't understand why it took so long for a proper diagnosis. I was given medicines that I didn't need. Diagnosis that were right. But the pain never subsided. It just kept getting worse and worse and worse. My blood pressure was so high at one point, it was 180 over 101. Now, I don't know how people fake pain, but it's pretty hard to fake your blood pressure being up. So I muddled through it, and I got a correct diagnosis. But why in the hell did it take that long? Why did it take that long? I'll never know. And when they dismiss you as having a drug-seeking behavior when you don't, it's very, very debilitating in itself.
I don't know why.
you.
Doctor,
Yeah.
there. I think it's the girl that everybody's been
Oh
talking
my
about being
God.
missing.
What the
I've
hell?
only been here 5 minutes. And
Holy shit. What the hell? That wasn't here earlier.
no.
That's
Is that the girl
our receptionist.
that's one that's been missing? right?
Yes. What the hell's it doing here? What the hell she's...
I just got here 5 minutes because I had an appointment. So, what do we do?
My God, we gotta call the police. We have to call the coroner.
I don't think anyone's gonna help in this town.
Well, we gotta call the police. I have a duty. I can't dismiss that. So let me go call the police and we'll,
What? What?
oh my God.
What? What?
You're the stalker. You son of a bitch!
Told you I'd be coming here soon. Alright guys, so that's the end of season 1. So what you saw there was exactly like the ice episode. It was a true story. So for 18 years now, in my timeline it would be 28 years. But since in real life it's only 2018, not 2028, it's been 18 years. I was 4 when it happened, but basically this is the end of this episode. The next, the start of season 2 will be December 17th. So basically 5 weeks of recaps, kind of getting into what behind the scenes and why I chose the episode at that time, and then what to expect in season 2, which I want to be insanely crazy, like season 8 of House. I want it to be craziest diseases that some doctors that haven't even read. I'm pretty sure we can think of something. But that is it. The next time you see the next part of this episode will just be what it's like today for my father. So, yeah. So what is it like today?
Today it's still bad. It's sometimes gets worse. The pain that you go through is undescribable. Back in 2000, I had a slip and fall on the ice in March of 2000. I went in and had surgery the next day. And it was a internal fixation, rod screws. And I still experienced pain above what I should have. And 3-4 months down the road, it was getting so bad that I went back to the doctor, and he's like, well, you could be having complications from the surgery. We'll take a look at x-ray, get you an MRI. That all came back, and he's like, yeah, it's just from the actual, he goes, I can give you something and take the edge off. That didn't do any good. What he gave me was worthless. But a year went down the road and I wasn't getting any better. The pain that I was experiencing, they said, was from osteoarthritis. They gave me a drug for arthritis, which did nothing for the pain. And that drug is now since taken off the market. The doctor then prescribed me antibiotics and a painkiller, non-opioid painkiller, and that did nothing for me. A year down the road, I was misdiagnosed once again. So I went back into the original doctor that did the surgery, and he's said that I think it's time for us to take that internal fixation, metal screws, so forth, out. That was an 05. That didn't help. It made it worse. The pain that one feels from this can't even be described. It's burning, pulsating. It has its own pulse. And it 06 came along and I wasn't getting any better. They sent me to a pain management specialist. Basically, that didn't work. They sent me to another doctor. That didn't work. So they finally got an EMG. And they said, you have a problem with the nerves. When I was given the correct diagnosis, I have one thing to say about the diagnosis after 3 doctors, specialists, that misdiagnosed me. They treated me as I was a drug seeker. And finally, when I got to a good doctor, he refused to treat me like that. He treated me with respect and did the right thing. It helps, but it only masks. On a bad day, I can't even tolerate it. On a good day, it's just barely I make it. I fumble through it, but I do it. Every day I limp into my job, I do my job, I do the Pete Rose, and I do my job. It's very, very hard being mistreated, I should say. And it's even harder to come home and realize that you're still in pain. What the hell were they talking about? When I got into the medical field, I realized that we had way, way too many charts that said DSB. And I started doing my part to curb that. Yes, we do have malingerers. We do have people that seek certain medications. I'm not going to dismiss that. But I was dismissed as a drug seeker. And I can assure you that I'm not. The idiots, so I like to use that word, that did this, I just want to say thanks for nothing. There is one doctor that I do want to say thank you to, and I'm not going to use his name, but I appreciate him very, very much. He did the right thing. He put me on the right medications. It helps, and it allows me to do my damn job. So that is my story, and if there's anybody out there that's experiencing the same thing I am, I don't say this very much, but I am sorry for everything that you have to go through. It's hell and back, and you gotta walk there. You walk 20 feet, it feels like you ran a mile. But we do it. So that's my story.